Nick's your buddy. Nick's your pal. Nick Menken back here with DocSports.com. Today is Friday, November 21st, 2025, and I have a free college football play between Florida State and North Carolina State. But before I do so, you know Doc Sports has been in business for 53 years and running. All I ask you to do is smash that subscribe button if you haven't, and the like button, as it costs you guys none and it helps me out a ton. And before we get into this free college football play, I got to tell you what's going on over at the website this week, and I will have a 3-pack in the college football side of things highlighted by a 6 or 7 unit, still undecided on the unit size there, but we will have a top play. We are a perfect 3-0 in our last 3 weeks in college football. They're on our top plays. I have a promo code you could use, IceMan15. Save yourself 15% off any daily, weekly, monthly, or yearly package. Again, that promo code is IceMan15. Save yourself 15% off of any package under my name over at the website. All right, enough about me. Let's get you into Friday night lights here. We got Florida State headed to North Carolina State here. Both teams enter this one 5-5 as Florida State is coming off a nice win over my Virginia Tech Hokies by 20, 34-14 at home. Now they travel to a North Carolina State team who the offense has been looking good. They do average over 400 yards on the offensive side here per game, 409 to be exact, but they are coming off a ass whooping over Miami. Miami absolutely butt whooped them 41-7 in that game. They only scored 7 points. Yes, it was in Miami, and that offense is legit, and so is the defense. But this North Carolina State, they need one more win. Both of these teams need one more win for bowl eligibility here, and I think it's a little bit easier this week for a Florida State team who is -4.5 here on the road. You look at who North Carolina State has next week. Well, they have in-state rival North Carolina there to try to get their 6th win of the season. For Florida State, it's a little different. Next week in their last game of the season, they do have to travel to Florida to face the Gators in the swamp there. That's going to be a very hard-fought game. So I'm looking at this game. This is a must-win game here for Florida State if you want that bowl eligibility in your back pocket to punch that ticket to a bowl game this year. I think the route here is a lot easier, and Florida State knows it. Florida State is the much superior team, especially on that defensive side. I will say they have one of the best defenses here. They only allow on average 320 yards allowed on that defensive side. Their defense is good, and North Carolina State's defense is the weaker side here. They're averaging, or allowing, I should say, 440 yards here per game with an explosive offense like Florida State. I expect Florida State to win this game by a touchdown and some here, so I'm laying the points -4.5 with Florida State here on the road for Friday. I think it's a big game for Florida State to get that bowl eligibility because next week they got Florida on deck. It's going to be a very hard matchup with North Carolina State. They do have this game, then they play North Carolina to try to get that bowl eligibility. So we're laying the wood -4.5 here on the road for Friday with Florida State. I think they must win this game, and I think they do win this game by a touchdown over North Carolina State. That is your free play, folks. If you're looking for more content and free picks like this from Doc Sports, make sure to click this video right here. Take you right to it. Once again, I'm Nick Menken with Doc Sports. Best of luck, and as always, best bets.